uh, uh, are. I want to welcome you to the new episode of my um, the Stroke Thriver podcast. I'm Brent Calhoun. I'm your stroke recovery thriver and coach, and every week I get together to find what's interesting, curiosity, um, um, something you could use to help your stroke recovery, or there another one you love has a stroke and they are recovering, or you are a caregiver. And so you will enjoy yourself for the next 10 to 15 minutes. And um, what I want to say um, is, first of all, remember um, if you way back when, if you knew me as the Stroke Folk Show, I'm not, but I still uh, got have those episodes. There's one that you want to find. You can go over to my YouTube channel at sign Stroke Thrivers. That's V as in victory, ORS. And all my old episodes are there, and you can browse them, and you can enjoy yourself. And um, and the reason that I do this every week, why would you wonder why would I do this? Well, there's several reasons, but three that I can think of. For one, it's practice. um, when I had the first stroke, it took out my speech center, and I have aphasia so far, and I'm always practicing. And then you can benefit too, because you can learn what I have to say to you. And when I so that's a really important. So you can practice, and I can practice, and we just keep getting better. So another reason is I'm curious, and when I find something that's I'm curious about, I find I want to share it with you. And in the last, really, when I have something in my heart or I have it in my mind, or maybe both, I feel that this internet um, is important, that we can give our view, and it goes out in the internet. And it's important. All right. And if you notice, I have so far I have two books that I wrote. Um, so the first is the Stroke Survivors First Aid Kit, um, way back when in November 2024, about stroke recovery and about my journey and your journey. And it's helpful, and you can find that, and I'll tell you just a little bit how to get there. And about 6 months ago, I um, published my second book, Word Search for Stroke Recovery Book, Volume 1. And Volume 1 is the easiest. It wasn't easy uh, when I was in the soon after I had the strokes, and I was um, starting my recovery. So, but if you want either one, and um, when I publish more, they'll be coming down the pike this year. There will be. Um, you can type in your browser tinyurl.com/stroke hyphen books. And then you can see all that I've published. And the interesting thing, way back when, I used to think of myself as a stroke survivor. That's what I penned my first book. But I realized probably around 2013, I started to think the survivor didn't describe me. And it didn't describe what I wanted and what I had hoped others that that had a stroke. They wanted to have more um, to focus on. So when I realized I would have um, I would have designs commissioned, and now I think I've had 12 or 13, and more is coming down the pike. But here's one. I'm a stroke with Thriver. So, and the reason that I did Thriver is written this way, OR, was because Survivor ends in OR. And I wanted everybody to understand um, I'm, I'm wanting to help everybody no longer refer to us as a stroke survivor. They'll uh, call us a stroke thriver. So please, if you want to find out my designs, you can type in your browser tinyurl.com/stroke hyphen designs and check them out. And there's probably 30 different ways each design um, can be there. Maybe you want a hat. Maybe you want a bath shower curtain. You can get it, but find out what is what is there. So, and one last thing, um, uh, from way back when, um, I have something which I want you to uh, go get down in your soul. Real change, the kind that lasts, happens when your words, when your body and brain and your actions come into alignment. They come in alignment not once, not twice, but over and over, repeatedly. And that's where the rewiring occurs. That's neuroplasticity at its roots. So please um, notice that you have to use all your body, but um, use those three things: new words, your body and brain, and your actions all align. So, all right, today's episode is it's a little bit more geeky, but it's specific. It's which minerals, vitamins, and macros actually move the needle on stroke prevention or stroke prevention again, because do you realize that approximately, depending on which study you look at, a quarter to a third of people who survive their stroke have another one, and it's huge. So please listen to this because it's important that you have looked at your diet, your what food and drink you let it pass your lips. So so anyways, here's a list of some things that you should No, not should, but look at them because it can really make a difference. Number one, potassium. So this mineral helps regulate blood pressure by balancing out sodium in your system, and blood pressure management is one of the single biggest levers that you have for reducing stroke risk. It's blood pressure, elevated blood pressure is a huge risk factor. So good sources include sweet potatoes, spinach, beans, and bananas. Aim, aim to work those into your meals daily rather than treating them as an occasional treat or a side. Number two is your magnesium. Magnesium also supports healthy blood vessel function and works alongside potassium to keep blood pressure in a healthy range. It also plays a role in nerve and muscle function, which matters for thrivers working through mobility rehab. Sources like almonds, pumpkin seeds, and black beans. So um, it's excellent that you can use uh, because way back when when you consume these through food, um, it's better than when you take a supplement. All right, three, omega-3 fatty acids. These these fatty acids reduce inflammation throughout the body and support a healthy balance in blood clotting, which is crucial after a blood clot event, for example. Sources include salmon, sardines, walnuts, and chia seeds. So if fish isn't part of your regular diet, a quality supplement is worth discussing with your doctor. Number four, the B vitamins. Three B vitamins work together: folate, B6, and B12. It's called homocysteine. It's amino acid, a compound in the blood that's linked to vascular distress and increased clot risk. So sources include leafy greens, legumes, fortified grains, and eggs. Deficiencies in these are more common than people realize, especially as we age. Huge. All right. Um, Fiber. Let's look at this one. It's not glamorous, but fiber supports healthy blood sugar regulation, and both and one this is fiber is a major blood sugar regulation is a major stroke risk factor on their own. So target 25 to 30 grams daily from vegetables, fruit, and whole grains. Increase gradually if your current intake is low. So two more things. Uh, we're taking this as a one factor: calcium and vitamin D. So these two work together for vascular and bone health and bone density, because especially it's important for thrivers whose mobility has changed since a stroke, since falls carry higher stakes. And I know it's true. Like I talked about last week, my gait. My gait is not the same as it was before. And now I'm getting older. Uh, the combination can be hard. So I really want to look at my calcium and vitamin D and that they're healthy. And the last thing is protein. So treat it as not a mineral or a vitamin, but as a macro. Protein supports muscle recovery and is crucial fuel for anyone working through physical therapy or rebuilding strength and stamina after a stroke, but really, because as we get older, if we don't make a conscientious uh, decision to eat enough protein, the quality protein, it's then we get in trouble. So, so one important note is this is general nutritional education. It's not a substitute for talking with your doctor about your specific uh, situation, maybe your specific laboratory findings or medication, especially if you're on blood thinners, um, since several of these nutrients um, can interact with the medications. So loop in your care team in making major changes. So today's episode gives you something to act on. Subscribe at my, all right, you do it. All right, subscribe on my website. In gratitude and grit, and keep going.